The history of St. Mary of Perpetual Help Parish began in 1880 as Polish immigrants began settling in the Bridgeport area and established this newly founded community as their home. As the number of Polish immigrants grew, so did the need for a Roman Catholic parish that would minister to their own spiritual needs. And so in 1882, local residents joined together to purchase a two-story frame building located on the corner of Farrell and Lyman Streets to serve as the church, school, and convent. In late 1884, Reverend John Radziszewski, advised by the Most Reverend Patrick Fian, Archbishop of Chicago, purchased property bounded by 32nd Street, 32nd Place, Aberdeen, and Morgan Street. On October 8, 1886, Reverend John Zilla was appointed the first resident pastor of St. Mary of Perpetual Help Parish. During his pastoral tenure, Father Zilla began the construction of the magnificent structure of our present parish church. Father served the people of this parish until May of 1891. In May of 1891, the Most Reverend Patrick Fian appointed Reverend Stanley Novraki as the second pastor of this church. Under his leadership, Father Novraki completed the building of the church in 1892 according to the architectural plans drawn up by Joseph Engelbert. Upon completion, the magnificent edifice was dedicated by the Vicar General of the Archdiocese, the Reverend Daniel Dowling, pastor of the neighboring St. Bridget Church. Through the continued generous support of the parishioners, the parish became free of debt before long. As a result, a momentous occasion took place in the history of this parish when Archbishop James Quigley consecrated St. Mary of Perpetual Help Church on October 24, 1903. Thus, St. Mary of Perpetual Help Church became the first Polish Roman Catholic church in the United States to be bestowed with this great honor. In 1906, a new school building was constructed. Father Novraki passed on to his eternal reward on March 7, 1921, after serving the parish for 31 years. 1 month later, the Right Reverend Monsignor Thomas Bona was appointed the third pastor of this parish. Under Monsignor Bona's leadership, the present rectory was built in 1922, and construction of the new grammar school began on 32nd Place, adjoining the school structure to its west. Following the completion of the new rectory, the Sisters of St. Joseph of the Third Order of St. Francis accepted the old rectory as their new convent. On October 11, 1936, St. Mary of Perpetual Help Parish celebrated its Golden Jubilee. Monsignor Bona's brother, the Most Reverend Bishop Stanislaus Bona of the Diocese of Grand Island, Nebraska, celebrated the Jubilee Mass. With the generous support of the parishioners, Monsignor Bona financed the construction of the Social Center, or Gymnasium, which is located at the corner of 32nd Place and Aberdeen Street. On April 7, 1946, Monsignor Bona celebrated the 25th anniversary of his appointment as pastor. He died on June 28, 1950, at the age of 67. On October 8, 1950, the Reverend Monsignor Edward Smaza was appointed the fourth pastor of this church. Following his ordination in 1934, Monsignor Smaza obtained his doctorate in canon law from the Gregorian University in Rome. Under the guidance of Monsignor Smaza, an extensive remodeling program took place in the parish plant. The parish church, with its Romanesque-style exterior and Byzantine-style interior, was completely painted and remodeled in accordance with the norms established by the Second Vatican Council. On December 31, 1981, a benchmark occurred in the life of Monsignor Smaza and the history of this parish as he announced his retirement from duties. On October 19, 1986, the Most Reverend Bishop Alfred Evramovich, Auxiliary Bishop of Chicago, was the main celebrant at the 100th Anniversary Mass. In September of 1999, Reverend Donald Craig was appointed the seventh pastor of St. Mary of Perpetual Help Church by His Eminence Francis Cardinal George, and continues to minister to the people of this parish. During this time, Father Craig, along with the people of the parish, have accomplished many needed projects throughout the parish grounds. On June 26, 2000, the Feast of Our Lady of Perpetual Help, Francis Cardinal George dedicated a new marble altar of sacrifice. In the summer of 2001, the oil paintings in the shrines of our Blessed Mother and of St. Joseph were restored to their original beauty by the Art Institute of Chicago. In fall of 2001, the old convent and high school buildings were demolished and turned into much-needed parking spaces. Also at this time, the bell towers were reconstructed and tuck-pointed. In the spring of 2002, the interior walls of the church were painted. In the fall of 2002, the parish kicked off a 3-year campaign in conjunction with the Archdiocese called the Church Preservation Millennium Campaign to restore the many aspects of the church building. Projects included the tuck-pointing of the church building, restoration of all the stained glass windows, the completion of the restoration of the historic Austin organ, the installation of a new church boiler, and the painting of the interior ceilings and domes and replacement of the church carpeting. In fall of 2002, De La Salle Institute opened a high school for girls located in the former St. Mary of Perpetual Help grade school and gymnasium buildings. This new Catholic girls' high school merges the two missions of commitment to Catholic education of De La Salle Institute and St. Mary of Perpetual Help Parish. The St. Mary of Perpetual Help Church Scholarship Program for De La Salle Institute was also initiated at this time. This scholarship program ensures the opportunity for children of participating parish families to receive a Catholic high school education. Today, St. Mary of Perpetual Help Church looks forward to a glorious future. Although founded mainly by Polish people, St. Mary of Perpetual Help Church today contains people of Polish, German, Italian, Irish, Chinese, Filipino, Lithuanian, African American, and Hispanic backgrounds. Together they form the present St. Mary of Perpetual Help Church and take this parish now into the future.